Mike.
Hey Matt, how's it going?
It's going well here, Mike. Still mourning the merger between the PGA Tour and Live.
Mm.
Um, Trying to get over that. I don't know if I ever will. See what
hmm
happens. But other than that, I gotta say things are going all right. I did hit the driving range recently, actually.
Yeah.
Didn't mention
And
that. And
how'd it
whew,
go?
tell you what, one word for you, Mike. Supination. Now, I'm an anti golf tip guy. We've talked about this. You got to be
hmm
careful with the golf tips, everybody. You can't just sling these. Everybody thinks they got great tips.
Yeah.
You don't.
Nope.
Keep them in your pocket.
Yeah.
Golf tips, they're like bullets. You fire them only when absolutely necessary. That's the only time you hand out golf tips. Otherwise, you're just going to mess everybody up. But I did get a lesson
hmm
late last year, second golf lesson ever in my life. And
Yeah.
talked to me about supination, which just
hmm
means keeping your left wrist straight at the
hmm
top of the backswing. Mine was
Okay.
cocked. Okay.
Okay.
And this has been a, yep,
hmm
yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
This has been a game changer. I was hitting not just, well, I don't hit bombs, but you know, they were going straight. And I wasn't, if they were curving, it wasn't like, into outer space. You know what I
hmm
mean?
hmm
Probably maybe in the fairway, definitely in play. So
Wow.
so yeah, I don't know. I might be going for my tour card. You might see me on the Corn Ferry Tour wearing an American flag polo shirt with trying to, because Saudi Arabia now effectively owns the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that, everybody?
Maybe we should talk about that today.
Well, this is a convenient podcast, so it's not probably not the right forum. I'm going off the rails here, Mike. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I
What's going on with you?
yeah, no, I know, Matt. I know this is a big deal. This is a big deal, and I know it's got you in a frenzy. I gotta say, I'm excited about your golf. Yeah, I remember you sent me a text and you said this might be the year. So excited, man. Man, there's nothing when you do start playing golf, for our listeners who aren't golfers, it's hard to understand, but like hitting a drive straight, like
Ooh,
hitting your driver and it going straight. This is like you play 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This is something it just doesn't happen. So Matt, I'm super pumped for you. Um things are okay here. We had a little BBQ at
oh,
my
nice.
cousin's house
'Tis the
today, and that
season.
was tis the season. It was super fun. We did all the events. We did the watermelon breaking, big thing in Japan. You buy a watermelon, you get a stick and everybody hits it, breaks it open.
I didn't know that was
um,
a thing.
Oh, really? Yeah. Leo and Ao, who's his cousin or second cousin. Yeah, get the stick and boom, and you just break it open.
That's awesome.
Um, yeah, it was pretty fun. So yeah, that's good. And yeah, man, not much else. Planning a trip to Tokyo actually in
Ooh,
July. Gonna take
nice.
Leo and we're gonna do some train watching. So I'm super pumped about
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's a big
Just
train guy.
Oh, super big train guy. We're just gonna go to Tokyo Station. Just gonna
Oh,
stand up on the
that's good.
platform and just watch Yamanote Sen, Keihin Tohoku Sen. We're gonna watch them all. And some of the trains, how good is Japan? Sorry, now I'm getting off the rail. How good is Japan? We went to Tokyo. You know how busy Tokyo is? This is like a year ago. And the Keihin Tokusen, which is one of the like main lines throughout Tokyo, we stopped at Ueno Station. We're like standing outside the train, just watching. And the conductor, he like calls us over and he gives Leo this like little sticker, and it's a
Oh, wow.
Keihin Tokusen sticker. So I think
Oh
like
my
these
God.
different trains have different like collectible like stick. Anyway, so I'm super pumped about that. But yeah, man, just yeah,
Let
things
me
things are
tell you
good.
how far off. Okay. MBTA, literally, people are, I mean, another person died on the MBTA recently in Boston, and the red line had to be evacuated because of smoke, presumably because of a fire 2 days ago. So, stickers, we're centuries away from handing stickers out at train stations. We can't even keep ceiling panels from falling and crushing people. So, that is spectacular. What a trip that will be for Leo. A core memory.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just and we did. Sorry, I'm getting along, but we went to Tokyo before, and we tried to like do all this like train related stuff, like specifically like the train, hotel and stuff like that. But like,
Oh, wow.
I realized while I was there that like for him, it's like the best thing would just be like regular old train station, just watching the trains come. So I think that's what we're gonna just
It's
gonna
actually
go.
legit for anybody. Tokyo Station's incredible. I
Oh,
mean, if you've
oh
never
yeah,
been, it's a legitimate thing to do. If you've never seen a busy, like, it's impossible to describe how busy that
yeah,
station is. It must be the
yeah.
busiest in Tokyo or one of the top three or something.
I think Shinjuku is like in terms of
Shinjuku.
like daily traffic is the most busy, but yeah. I mean, it's
But go ahead,
yeah,
go pull up a map of Tokyo Station, and your brain will just melt looking at
yeah.
that thing because
Oh
it's
yeah.
like 5 stories, all
Oh my God.
platforms,
Mm.
1,200 lines, 30 million. It's incredible
Yeah.
what moves through there, and great dining options. Actually,
Oh my God.
you
Yeah.
got. All right, we're not talking about the convenience right now, but if you're visiting Japan, one of the best places to eat is the train station. Tokyo Station has some of the best food, including Tokyo Ramen Street. Everybody loves ramen, and
Hmm.
Tokyo Ramen Street is this area in Tokyo Station. It's kind of hard to find. It's underground, like so many things in Japan, but it's they invite Japan's best ramen shops around the country to open up these outlets.
Mm.
And so in this little tiny area, you probably have, I don't know, 8 to 10 of Japan's best ramen shops. And you can eat at one, two, however many you wish, and they're all just in this nice little packed area. It's fantastic.
Yeah, man. I actually one of my most shameful or sort of like worst memories in Japan is I was we used to work at this travel company together, and sometimes we would take these like small groups or families around these really curated trips around Japan. And I was with this one family, and I like kind of screwed up the timing on like trains, and we got into Tokyo Station and we missed our train, and I was like, I'm really sorry, like we missed our train. It's going to be another hour. And the guy, one of the guys who I was touring around, was like, well, is there like anything to do at Tokyo Station? And at this time I had only lived in Ishikawa. I didn't know. And I was like, no, it's just like a train station. And he like pulled out his phone. He's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like Tokyo Station is amazing. Like, and so I was like, yes, it is. And, yeah, like there's this whole underground like world of shops, and
Oh, it's
like it's
incredible.
just absolutely amazing. So anyways, all right, man, maybe
We
we
gotta
should
talk.
start
We gotta
talking.
talk convene. This isn't
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right. Let's talk convene.
yeah.
All right, Mike. As usual, there's a lot to talk about this week, and
Mm-hmm.
this week head story. It's summer, Mike. Summer is almost here. June, what is it, 20th, 21st?
Yeah.
And the
What?
conbini is
It's June
getting.
11th.
Summer is
11th.
June 11th? No,
Oh,
the
when
day summer begins.
all right, I'm just gonna shut up and sit here and
The
just
summer
let you do your thing.
solstice, 21st, 20th, it changes because of whatever, the harvest or something like this. I don't know all the facts, okay? I'm
Okay.
not a
Okay.
scientist.
Okay.
And the conveni's getting ready, Mike. They've been getting ready for summer for a long time. You've seen a lot of hot noodles switch to cold.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Mike, Ministop is going all in. They're doing an Okinawa themed campaign here, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okinawa, I think
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows, is the group of
Mm-hmm.
islands south of Japan, way south actually. You do need it. It's not, you can't just like take a ferry over. They're
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
equidistant actually between Taiwan and Kyushu.
Yeah.
So they're out there and famous for their beautiful beaches, sunny weather, but also, Mike, they have some distinct ingredients or
Mm-hmm.
culinary traditions
Yeah.
that you can't find really anywhere else in Japan, except for places that kind of do an Okinawa tropical theme.
Mm-hmm.
And Ministop is leaning into this, Mike. They've launched this Okinawa campaign, and they got a few
Oh
pretty
man.
interesting products here, Mike. Of course, taco rice. Taco
Hey.
rice, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Taco rice. They
Mm-hmm.
got the taco rice plate. They got the taco rice dog. That's a
Mm.
taco rice hot dog. Okay, that's a hot dog with taco rice meat, not rice. There's no rice in this taco meat. I'm going to get to that in a minute. There's a whole story behind that.
Okay.
They have uh some of these I question whether or not they're related to Okinawa. Like they got the kakuni, the buta kakuni, like the pork belly, simmered pork
Mm-hmm.
belly, onigiri. I don't know what this means.
Mm.
Dafute fu. I don't know. That sounds
No
made up.
idea.
They got the harusame sunomono harusame. The
Mm.
what are those, rice noodles or something? The clear noodles.
Yep.
With Okinawa mozuku.
Mm-hmm.
Mozuku, and I do see you commonly see, Mike, Mozuku, the slimy seaweed. It's like eating a runny booger,
Mm-hmm.
uh, paired with other slimy stuff, okra
Oh
and
boy.
those awful mushrooms.
Oh God.
Oh dear God, stay away from that,
Mm.
everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have Goya, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Goya, bitter melon.
Great.
Bitter melon. This is like a spiky cucumber that tastes like ass. Stay away from it, everybody. This is the tuna and Goya somen champuru, which is like a noodle dish. And then, Mike, they got all kinds of beni imo. Beni imo is a kind
Mm-hmm.
of sweet potato. It's purple.
Yep.
And they've got all sorts here. They got the Mont Blanc. They got the pudding. They got the crepe, a crepe stuffed with beni imo, whipped
Mm.
cream, and a chocolate diamond. And then what I'm most looking forward to, they got the pineapple anin tofu.
Oh,
Anin tofu, a
sir.
fantastic dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other thing that's big in Okinawa, Mike, is the brown sugar. I guess they
Yes,
grow
sir.
sugar in Okinawa,
Mm-hmm.
and they got the shoe cream with brown
Mm-mm.
sugar.
Mm.
And then, Mike, what would be an Okinawa campaign without some shikwasa? Shikwasa
Kwasa. Oh
with
yeah.
the citrus native to Okinawa
Oh
that
yeah.
looks like a lime, but it's not a lime.
Yeah.
And you see it everywhere. Fun to say, shikwasa, also known
Kwasa.
as shikwasa. But I don't know. What do you think, Mike? What do you think? What do you think about what Ministop's cooking up here?
Love it. I have to say, Okinawa is one of the places in Japan. I think like Honshu and Hokkaido, Shikoku, the other like large islands. I have a general sense of like what everything is, the ingredients as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, when it comes to Okinawa, there's always these like words or things that come in, and I don't actually know. Like you were talking about this, the butani, um, kakuri. Sorry, the buta kakuni makizushi and the lafute fu. Yeah, no idea. This is probably something like Okinawa related, but I just don't know what it is. Also, abura miso. That's probably something, but like again, like it's like Okinawa is like one of the few places I'd say in Japan still where like you hear things and you just like don't really know what they
Mm.
are. They don't like make their way completely to the main island. So yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. There's a couple here that I'd like to talk about a little bit more, but I'll just say taco rice, everybody. Don't sleep on it. I know it sounds weird, like taco rice. Like how could just like ground beef on top of rice with some cheese. Depending on where you get it, there's lettuce and tomato and stuff.
Lettuce sure is.
It I think it would be natural to sort of dismiss it. There's the dog as well, but it's just so good. It's so good. I'm a huge fan of taco rice. So definitely give it a try if you're in Japan and don't, yeah.
Couldn't agree more. And there's a whole vibe to taco rice.
Oh yeah.
I think because of its Okinawa origins,
Mm-hmm.
anytime you see taco rice, good taco rice in
Mm.
Japan outside of Okinawa, it's usually in like a tropical themed setting.
Yeah.
And that's because they're embracing the origin story of taco rice. Speaking of which, I did learn a little bit about that because I wrote about the Okinawa campaign in the Convening Boys newsletter last week. And
Hmm.
it comes from, so why taco rice? How did taco rice show up
Yeah.
in Okinawa? Well, I think most people know the United States has some big military bases
Yes,
in
sir.
Okinawa. And there
Hmm.
was a enterprising guy, I can't remember his name now, I wish I could remember it, and he was
Hmm.
trying to appeal to American soldiers' tastes. And he thought, oh,
Hmm.
what if I made a little Tex-Mex style rice?
Oh.
And so he came up with taco rice, and it was a big hit. And so that's how
Huh.
taco rice got started, an enterprising guy trying to appeal to American soldiers, and inspired by Tex-Mex cuisine, cooked up the first batch of taco rice.
Tex-Mex,
Oh,
interesting. Like Japan, you can't get Mexican food. Let's be honest. You can't get Tex-Mex food. You can't get Mexican food. One of the unfortunate things about Japan, I'll say, because like if I think of some, like Japanese chef, like really took the time to really try and like handle, Mexican cuisine, for example, I think they could do amazing things. But it's just like, yeah, you don't see it. But interesting to know that taco rice was purposefully a Tex-Mex dish. That's very cool. Very, very cool.
Tex-Mex, by the way, I went to Dallas. That is a heck of a cuisine.
One of
Anytime,
the
real Mexican
best.
food, we got none of that up here in New England. You go to Dallas, it's incredible. The Mexican,
Yeah.
it's incredible. I mean, just outstanding. And you're right, Mike. Japan needs more. Everybody needs more Mexican food.
Yeah.
Taco rice, good start. But hey, come on, let's get serious about this. All right, that's the Okinawa campaign out of Ministop, Mike. What do you say we head on over to the Chicky Wars this week?
Sounds great, Matt. Unfortunately, um, things aren't popping off as hard as they were last time we checked in, where we had, I think, a record 5 or 6
Five. I
chickies.
think they might have been seven.
It might have been 7. This week we've only got one, but hey, it's a big one. And you'll notice the pun, Matt. We're at Lawson and we are seeing the Dekara Agekun regular flavor. Dekai Japan means big, huge. So it's basically just like huge karaage kun. It's your normal old regular flavored karaage kun, but they're big. And as always, I mean, good God, talk about jobs that you would like dream jobs, designing cover art for Karage-kun. As always, the Lawson people just knock it out of the park. We've got Karage-kun. He's wearing like a tuxedo or something, and he's got his arms raised. He's holding a chickie, and his hair is the
Oh,
Karage-kun, I think,
nice.
is what it's supposed to be. Maybe that's not right. No, that is not what it's supposed to be. It's just the cover is being removed. But anyways, very cool. He's just a huge guy over top this big city. Um, I don't think this is new. I think we've seen some form of big Karage-kun before. Just depends on how big they are.
That's the
I don't know,
question.
Matt. Yeah, yeah. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, normally when they release an item like this, they give you the volume comparison, like 1.5 times the size, something like that. Here, they don't do that, which makes me
Yeah.
think, okay, how much bigger are these things going to be? And
How?
I think it also says that the price is the same as a normal
Oh,
Karaage-kun. Is that what that says there?
right. Yes, it is.
So
Hmm.
I'm a little skeptical of what's going on here. How big are these things really? We got, who's going to do a great breakdown of this, I'm sure?
Super
The super
salary man.
salary man. He's
Yeah.
probably on top of this already.
Yeah, we got to pull up the site and see. I got to say, Matt, my question would be like, we've seen bigger sorts of things before, and the normal size of a karage kun, probably about, I don't know, inch and a half, 2 inches, circular. What would be a like size that you would
Hmm,
be pretty
good
blown
question.
away? What
Well,
would
if
you
you, I
hope that
mean,
these would be?
the dekai, that's a big word.
Yeah.
I would, 1.5 times the size I'd be looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minimum 1.25.
Minimum.
Minimum.
How about like, why hasn't, I got a question here, Matt. Now sorry, I'm going to take us to a different place, but
Yeah, sure.
what would happen if Lawson released a chiki-sized Karage-kun?
Well, wouldn't that just be a chiki?
It would be a chiki.
Oh, you
it
mean
would
like
be
a box of chiki? In the
No, I
Karage
just
Kun
mean
box?
no. I just mean one big Karage-kun. How do you think that would go? Do you think you could take that? What makes the Karage-kun nugget great? You think you could extend that to the size of a
That's
chiki?
a good question because the Karaage Kun nugget, it doesn't have the juice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the juice. What the Karaage Kun is doing, it's leaning into the flavor, the cheese flavor, the hot flavor, lemon flavor, or any one of the 240 Etsy scroll flavors that have been released over the decades of Karaage Kun's history. But I don't think it would work because there's no juice. I think you gotta, because I think you need the juice to warrant a giant, like a chiki sized Karaage Kun.
Yeah. I agree. Anyways, just food for thought for the future, everyone. We called it here first. And I think if they do release it, it should go in a box, the Karaage-kun box, but you just pull it out and it's like a sleeve almost.
Sleeve.
You heard it here first. We'll see what happens.
Well, that's an interesting idea. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Let's head over to the new item scoreboard. Let's take the numbers this week, Mike. FamilyMart's got 44 new items. Lawson 28, 7-Eleven 108, Ministop 25, Daily Yamazaki 12, Seiko Mart 7, New Days 33. Any thoughts on those numbers, Mike?
Not really. I mean, we got pretty classic, lineup. Happy to see it.
Yep. All right, well, let's head to our winners and losers. We look at all of these items, do that hard work, and find out, what's winning and what's losing here. Let's start off with your loser this week, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got?
Oh, we got a timely one, Matt.
No, why? Oh,
well,
the vegetable thing?
Yeah, man, I'm sorry to do this again. Matt. What do we got here? We got spicy taco rice, which is great. And this is out of 7-Eleven. They've got it separated. You've got the bowl of rice. And then sitting on top of that, you got this little like compartment that's got, I'd say a third of it is meat. A third of it is sort of like a spicy sauce. You got a little bit of cheese, and then you got some lettuce in the background. It's the final third. And you take this and you dump it all on top of the rice, and you make yourself a nice little taco rice. Will be great. Undoubtedly great. But Matt, and I'm sorry to bring this up again, but this is just the most flagrant, it's the most flagrant, version of this that I've seen. They're saying this is a half a day's worth of vegetables, Matt. And we brought attention to this issue many times before. However, this, like I said, this is the most flagrant foul I've ever seen. A half a day's vegetables in this little pile of lettuce. Because I don't see any other vegetables, unless in that spicy sauce there's a little bit of maybe onion, maybe a little bit of tomato.
I see some chopped onion.
I don't know, Matt. Can you? Maybe this isn't my loser. Maybe I'm just hoping that you can kind of walk me through this.
I mean, what you're looking at is about a small handful of iceberg lettuce. I mean, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. So if you eat 4 large bites of iceberg lettuce, there's a full day's worth of vegetables, according to my math here. I think that is absurd.
It is, and they should cut it out. And I will say, we're gonna keep keeping an eye on this. And I will, next time we see, I doubt we'll see a more flagrant version than this. But if we do, that day, I'm gonna walk right in, because my office is right next to the headquarters of 7-Eleven. I'll walk right in there and I'll say, look, I need to talk to the CEO right now because I got a large, or I'll go there, or I'll go right to a lawyer. I'll go right to a lawyer and say like, we got a class action lawsuit on our hands. So
Well, I don't know if there's class action,
I don't know if there are.
but well, I guess there must be no regulatory body overseeing this. It's sort of like vitamins, like
Yes.
in here in Portland, we just discovered a shop called what's it called? Oh, I can't. It's called like the Bag Bar or something, or the IV Bar, and you go and you get hooked up to an IV,
What?
and you get pumped with like vitamin B, magnesium, and they have all these plans. Like they got like the business traveler plan, or like the sex plan, and they have all these concoctions that suppose will help you
Mm.
recover from jet lag. You get hooked up to the IV, and then you just get pumped through full of this vitamin B or whatever. Nobody's overseeing
Jesus.
that. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. So
That
yeah,
sounds
yeah, it
dangerous. Yeah.
does sound dangerous. But
Yeah.
anyway, okay, you're right.
All right.
This is ridiculous. I mean,
All
like
right.
iceberg lettuce, it's like 8 pieces. It's not a half
Yeah.
day of vegetables. Okay.
No way. Not a chance.
Taco
Yep.
rice is good though.
Is awesome. Yeah. So timely. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Mike. My loser this week. I can't remember what it is actually. Family Mart. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we got the corn stick, Mike. Now
Mm-hmm.
we got a
Mm.
piece of like a long stick of bread,
Yeah.
soft bread. It's a
Mm-hmm.
soft, pale bread,
Mm.
and it's got like it almost looks like a mass grave of corn kernels kind of nestled into this bread.
Mm-hmm.
But then, Mike, of course, it's got mayonnaise on it. So it's got the corn mayo combo. The mayonnaise is baked into the bread. It's not topped out of the oven. So I think what they're doing, they're putting the mayonnaise on the raw dough. They're sprinkling the corn on. Then they let the bread rise around the corn, so you get kind of the divot grave effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they bake it. That's my guess on how they're pulling this off here. And
Mm.
I just Japan does weird stuff with corn. They sprinkle it on all kinds of stuff, frequently paired with mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, here, you know, what else? What's going? I don't get it.
Yeah, man. Oh, geez. I hate that they do this because it's hard to like do corn wrong. It's such a like a
Man.
versatile, delicious dish. I was gonna say, of all the ways that Japan does corn bad, one way they do it really well is corn tempura.
Ooh,
Oh my
ooh,
God. Yeah, I
ooh,
mean, one of the great dishes, like lightly
ooh.
breaded corn, like a big, like sort of
Mm.
like pile of corn. Oh my God. I don't know, Matt. Yeah, like everything about this just seems bad. It's just very unappetizing. It's like it stuck out to me as we were looking through the items. It's just like a very unappetizing item for some reason. And I think it's because, like you said, it conjures images of death and mass murder and I don't know, man. Leo's a huge corn fan, but I wouldn't give him
Sure.
this. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Yeah, Cardinals. Keep it on the cob,
Keep it on the
unless
cob.
it's
Yeah.
temper. Come on. All right,
Oh
let's
my
go on
God,
to our
temper.
winners here, Mike. Let's see what you got
Hmm.
for your winner this week. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, man. Yep. We covered this in the campaign from Ministop. But this is the tropical anin tofu, and I don't know if
Nice.
we've taken the time to like really give a shout out to anin tofu.
Deserves one.
Yes, it does. Anin tofu, almond tofu, I think it's called, as well. Not specifically Japanese. It's also like a Chinese dish. It's made of apricot kernel milk, apparently, but it's like a
Hmm.
sweet tofu-ish consistency. And I'd recommend everyone, if you're in Japan, give it a try. I mean, it's just so refreshing. It has a very nice firmness to it. It's basically just like a sweet tofu with like a little bit like stronger firmness to it. And then yeah, this is the tropical one. So we got some fruit on top, pineapple, I
Mm,
guess is this.
sure.
And oh man, great summertime dish.
Yeah, this was the one I was most excited about in the Okinawa campaign. Onion
Mhm.
tofu is fantastic. It's kind of like panna cotta, except a
Yeah.
little lighter, I would say,
Mhm.
if you can imagine that, because panna cotta is pretty light. Super
Yeah.
refreshing, like you said, Mike.
Mm.
Outstanding, outstanding product. Nice choice.
Mm. Thank you.
All right, my winner this week comes from Ministop. Ministop? Nope,
Oh,
nope, that's your loser.
nope. Nope. That's winner.
Back-to-back winners for Ministop this week, Mike.
Hey.
Ministop, famous for their ice cream. They got a new one out. This is the Nagano Paparu Softo. Paparu
Mm.
Softo. It's grape ice cream. Grapes coming from Nagoya, Mike. So that's why it's purple. These aren't just any grapes, though.
Mm.
These are Kyoho grapes. So these are
Oh
big,
boy.
fat boys. Um, Actually, one of the most amazing things, first kind of weird experiences in Japan, my host family had these, and I
Mhm.
watched my father. My host father, he would put one of these big grapes in his mouth, peel it with his
Mhm.
teeth
Mm.
inside his mouth, spit the skin and the seeds out. Yeah, this guy's like the Mickey Mantle of, eating grapes because these have seeds in them and the skin. The skin, it's bitter. So you want that juice
Yeah.
bomb, and these
Oh
are
yeah.
juice bombs.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, that I never learned how to peel the grapes in my mouth. I do it with my fingers. Did you ever get good enough to peel with your teeth, Mike?
I can peel a smaller grape. I don't know if I could handle one of these guys. So but no, so I'm not at that level. Not at that level.
It also comes with a spoon you can eat.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you like that? This is a this is this is a like a butter cookie spoon. Okay, so it's a cookie that is shaped like a little spoon. So you eat the spoon if you it comes in a big waffle cone. So you scoop it out of the waffle cone when you eat it. So I thought that was pretty fantastic. Also environmentally friendly. That's not just enough with the paper straws, everybody. Give me
Yeah.
a cookie straw or something. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Wow.
I like this, but last thing about this, Mike, I think I've told this story before, but Kyoho, I was my first it's festival season in the Noto. You wind up going into random people's houses and just eating a lot. And my supervisor was taking myself and a friend around the town, and eventually we came to a house that was serving these kyoho, and somebody asked, "Oh, do you like kyoho, Matt?" And I said, "Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I like kyonyu. I like kyonyu." And I wasn't saying it correctly. Everybody was laughing at me. Why are they laughing at me? I just saying I like kyonyu. I like grapes. I like grapes. Kyonyu. I love grapes. People just kept laughing and laughing. Well, Mike, Kyonyu does not mean grapes. Kyoho means grapes. Kyonyu means enormous breasts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kyo, the kanji for gigantic. Nyu, the kanji for milk. And I was announcing to this whole group of strangers that I love enormous breasts. So don't make that mistake, everybody. It's Kyoho, not Kyonyu. All right, Mike.
One of my favorite stories. Yeah.
That wraps up our winners and losers for this week. It's on
Mm.
to my favorite segment. That's At the Gemba with Mike. The Gemba, of course, the place where the action happens. Mike, you're in Japan. I'm excited about this one this week. You got a
Yes.
banger for us here.
Got a banger. Got a banger, Matt. For the first time in a long time, got a banger. Matt, what are we talking about? I think we picked this up last time we talked. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we did. We've got the Nanachiki Karapeño, Matt. Not jalapeno. We got the Karapeño. The Kara meaning spicy, and that's sort of a play on words of habanero. All right, Matt. So this is actually, I guess, like it's not on the official site anymore or something, but here it is. 7-Eleven's Nanachiki Karapeño. So yeah, this is first off, Matt. So I got this. You know the Nanachiki. This is not the breading of a Nanachiki. This is a
Yeah.
more sort of aggressive,
Oh yeah.
like crunchier version of the Nanachiki.
Looks like
Here we've got,
shrapnel.
yes, it does. Yes, it does. 81 grams. Someone's doing the, yeah, this is like more like a normal. Look at that. That's a
Yeah.
normal Nanachiki. Look at this. I mean, yeah,
That looks
it's,
outstanding.
it is outstanding.
It's like
So,
cornflakes.
oh, exactly, exactly. So
Oh wow.
you can see that slice right there, Matt.
Oh.
So, all right, I will say, in terms of the breading, it was outstanding. As you can see, I mean, like, this is better breading, like in terms of its like texture than some of these chickies we've seen that are like, like especially trying to be like this more sort of, like a rough and gritty texture. So
Mm.
that was great. The chicken itself was very, very good and very juicy.
Oh, it does
Um,
look juicy.
yes, this is a normal family chicken. And there he is, the super salary man. Wait, this is another site that's picked up the super salary man. Oh no, he's got a new blog maybe. All right. Anyways, Matt, I will say, first off, the chicken, the breading, everything out of this world. However, Matt,
Oh boy. Here it comes.
it had that jalapeno flavor.
Uh,
It did, and it was good. But maybe it was just the chicky I got. Maybe it was just my mood of the day. Absolutely no spiciness whatsoever.
but isn't the flavor of jalapeno spicy?
Well, that's what I thought before I had this. So I guess my question to you, Matt, is would you enjoy a jalapeno flavored chicken that wasn't spicy?
Well, the whole point of jalapeno chicken, I would think, is to be spicy.
Right.
So I guess I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what other flavor does jalapeno have besides spicy though. When you say it
Right.
had the jalapeno flavor, but it wasn't spicy, what was that flavor?
Right. So imagine like a jalapeno the minute you bite into it, before it gets to the back of your tongue and like you get any of that spiciness. It's kind of like almost like a little bit sour, maybe.
Sour?
Sort of flavor, and that's what it tasted like. And I gotta be honest, it was very refreshing for me. It was almost like a light hint of sour, jalapeno-ish flavor without the spiciness. I don't know, Matt. This is a very big mystery. I'm gonna try and go out and get another one.
I think we
But it
need
was
to.
but it was I'll put this into perspective. Leo hates spicy stuff. He eats like a little bit of spicy and he goes out of control. He actually took a bite of this and said he liked it, and he said he wanted another bite.
Oh, that
So
says it all.
yeah, and on his second bite, he did say like, it's spicy, but I don't know, Matt. So
Huh.
I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
Mm.
It was surprising,
Oh, that breading.
and the breading was out of this world, and then also just it made me think like, what is the flavor of spicy things that aren't actually spicy? Started thinking about a lot of things. So in general, very nice, very, very worthwhile experience.
That is an interesting question. I've not thought about it myself, but it. I guess that wasn't their intention because it's Karapeño. Kara means spicy, so I don't know. Maybe you got a dud, or it seems like it's worth getting a second one, if only to have that breading
Yeah.
one more time.
Let's translate the super salary man. This is the like catch copy he's put for this. Let's just put this into Deep L, which is a good Japanese to English translator.
Cool.
Let's see what he says. This is the intense spiciness. Intense and spicy. So yeah, maybe I just got a dud. Maybe my
Well, the Japanese also the calibration on spicy is different there. I mean,
yeah.
you know, you eat like a bite of whipped cream. Oh, burn me up. I mean, it's just not a country that embraces spicy food.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
So maybe for the Japanese, this is a spicy chicky.
Apparently, if the super salaryman is saying so, and I'm going to give him a little like here. I don't even know what this. Oh, there he is, the man. Oh my God,
still doing the hard work.
Still doing the hard work, but yeah, man, that's all I've got for this week.
Well, here in America, it's ghost pepper everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Just ghost pepper up the ass here. I mean, everybody's got it. So, and you get it. It's not even spicy. It's barely spicy.
Yeah. I got the ghost pepper when I was home. The burger. Where was it? It was not In-N-Out, but
Burger King has ghost pepper cheese.
Oh,
maybe that's Wendy's.
Anyways, yeah. So, all right,
Mike. Well, that wraps up another podcast here.
Yep.
Thanks everybody for listening. Special thanks to everybody who's been supporting the podcast by paying us money. Folks like Carrie G. St. Michelle, MH Bungo, Professor H. Matt D. Antonio Wake, Group Japan, Devon Pine, Bobby Judo, Anonymous 1 and 2. If you want to support the podcast, best way now is to subscribe to our newsletter. You can become a Conveni Master by subscribing to our newsletter and paying for that, or just fork over $5. $5 a month, everybody. You kidding me? How much is an average haul? I mean, $8-9. You're doing that probably at least. If you're listening to this podcast and you're doing that at least once a day. You can't fork over $5 for a newsletter. Weekly, by the way. Good content.
Very good. Very good.
Share and rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also subscribe and watch this stuff on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter. And thanks everybody. That's it, Mike. I guess I'll see you at the Conveni.
See you at the Conveni, Matt.
Boys, they're the Conveni boys. They're the Conveni.